Hi, Devin. Yeah, we're ready to call that race now because Dr. Julia Letlow, the widow of the late Congressman-elect Luke Letlow, who won this seat in November outright and then tragically contracted COVID and died before he could take office. But Dr. Julia Letlow is going to win this race tonight, as many expected. She ran a very strong campaign. She had all of the endorsements, all of the major endorsements, no significant Republican opposition in a district that is heavily Republican. It includes all of Northeast Louisiana from Arkansas all the way down along the Mississippi River and then over to Bogalusa. So it's a sprawling district, something like 24 or 25 parishes. And we have early votes from all but one of those parishes and about 22% of the vote in, and she's topping 60%. And the district is fairly homogenous. So it's not too soon to project that Dr. Julia Letlow is going to win that seat tonight with somewhere around 60% or possibly even a little more of the vote.